I thought of something we could do today. We could go to Ikea.
What do you want from Ikea?
Well, I thought of a couple things.
Okay.
We could look at the Ikea packs and bookshelves for downstairs.
Yeah, that's a good idea. Would you want to do like a whole thing along the back wall there, you think? Or what?
Yeah. Hi everybody, welcome back to the channel. We are starting today's video a little different than usual, just because we're in the basement, first of all. And I feel like I don't come down here very much when I'm filming or trying to make little home adjustments and things. But I have an idea that I want to do down in the basement for some bookshelves. So we have 2 bookshelves, and then there's kind of just a blank wall, which there are 2 paintings over there, but I want to have this back wall kind of like a built-in bookshelf scenario, which I don't know, I'm not gonna actually pay to have them like built in and stuff. So I've been trying and scouring Facebook Marketplace for like old Billy bookshelves, and then I would put pieces of trim so it looks a little more cohesive and a little more quality. But I've been kind of also doing the math, and even if I'm thinking in my head, I'm like, okay, like 3 maybe would be the right amount. It would still be like, say I even got 3 black sets, it would still be like over $150 plus like the trim and stuff, at least $200, which is fine. Like that's cheaper, I think, than getting like brand new Billy bookshelves and then the additional, so there'd be some savings. But at the same time, I'm wondering if the quality would still bother me. So I also found some other ones on Amazon that are real wood, they're taller, have the trim already on them, and the only thing I need to check and see is the measurements of where things would look on the wall. So we're gonna do some measuring and see, and I need to actually write down the measurements because I know for a fact I have done these measurements before and I just like had them in my head and then obviously I forgot them. So we need to actually write down these measurements, do the math for if the Amazon shelves would fit, or if the Billy bookshelf hodgepodge would be a better option. So we need to do all of the math, figure out that, because like I said, the bookshelves we have, they're fine, but I do want a little more of that like built-in look. And these, they kind of just look cluttered to me, and I want it to be along that back wall. So let's look at that. So this is the area I'm thinking the bookshelves would be. So kind of like starting, or you know, cut off at the little beam part and then along the whole wall. I'll step back so you can see like the full image to the corner, or at least centered within that. And then I would probably sell these 2 paintings, or I guess I could put them over here. I don't know yet what I would do with those, but these are the bookshelves. Also clearly it's like a part workout area. These are the shelves. I would for sure sell these, but then distribute the books and stuff a little more even over there. So that's my initial plan, but we'll kind of have to see once we do the measuring. So let's get to that. $10 feet. Okay, so I need to find my phone, put that in the phone. So 10 feet for the length. And if it was a little shorter, like that'd be fine, you know, but max 10 feet. 10 feet wide, and how many inches is that? 120. Good. Now we'll do the ceiling measurement, which I kind of wonder if I should measure it from, there's a little block thing there. Do that instead. Like 100 or 200 and 209. Okay. Okay, so this is the shelf I was looking at in terms of the Amazon one. So you can see it has the little trim edging that I like. and it is only just 2 columns, but I could maybe get multiple, but this is $180. So let me look at the measurements. So the dimensions, I don't really care about the depth, but it's almost a foot, which is fine. The width is 47. And let's see, the white bookshelf's height, 71.8 inches. Okay, so from my calculations, it would be 2.5 if we got the white one. So
after looking a little closer, I ended up deciding that the Billy bookcase colors I liked better, and the assembly would be way easier than the Amazon ones, and then the trim I could customize maybe later on with how I actually want it to look, and I like being able to have flexibility that I can make it how I want. So Ikea we go. There's some of them up there. So yeah, that's
ready to go. That's funny. The before. So I'm thinking I'll sell these, or maybe put them over here, but I have a different picture I want to put over there, and then sell the bookshelves, and then it'll just be so much nicer not having those so crowded really on there. So I'm excited about that, but we'll start assembling, and then this is the picture I want to put over on the wall over there. Thanks for your help. Okay, time has come to start putting them together. Barbie tool set and Celsius, obviously. Ayant and I was going up the stairs to get the Barbies, and immediately we need this. Okay, honestly, it doesn't seem that complex for putting it together, but when it comes to standing it up and stuff, I'm gonna obviously need Charlie's help, and there's 2 others that we'll put together. So I'm thinking we'll do 3 kind of along the back wall where the paintings are like centered there, and then I think I'll just physically replace the paintings. They are nice, but they don't really go with the direction the home is going. So once I get everything set up, and I'm gonna sell the bookshelves, they're already here too, and then we'll go from there and see what else. The first one is it. So we'll still go back, and which like it's like the perfect height, and I had seen some things where you put like a little light there, or we could just like build a little frame almost on top if we really wanted to give that kind of built-in look. But I'm gonna leave the shelves out and leave them with their bracket things, just so then once we have them all up, we can go through and adjust how we want. But so next step is to start building the other 2. Then we'll center them all, then do the decorating and things. It's gonna look so much better because this is so chaotic because we have so many books, and we also have more books upstairs that aren't here. And Charlie and I were talking about it in that so many of the books are not organized. Like We've got fantasy over here. We've got like political stuff over here. We've got rom-com. So they're kind of just like all over the place. So it'll be fun to kind of organize accordingly for by author, by topic, all of that. Nice. Oh, are they not on the same one? Yeah, I think now we can just start moving some of them over.
Yeah.
And it'll be cute to put picture frames kind of periodically through too.
Start like.
You want to put yours where you want them first.
Start with.
Cool.
Fantasy and sci-fi.
Okay.